facts. Needless to say, I'm doing.
Hi guys, thank you for tapping in to Vibe Out with your girl Unapologetically Tavi today. This video is don't hit my truck, don't hit my chick. Okay, he can drive. Not all truck drivers can drive, but anyway. In this video, as you can see from the title, this is the update on the Patricia Ripley case, the trifling ass tramp that pushed her 9-year-old autistic child into a canal and drowned him. She did it twice. First time was a trial. First time was a failed trial. Second time, she made sure wasn't nobody around to come save him or play pretend to come save him, and she left that poor baby there to drown and die and pass away. So out of this happened, like I said in the last video, May of 2020. Now I just looked up the updates, right? And why the fuck is her case still going on till today? Today is, what's today? July 21st of 2025. July 21st of 2025. That is today, okay? And the problem with this is, so when I looked up the case, right? I looked up the case, and the most recent update on it is back in January 2024, she was appointed a new judge. A new judge took over her case or whatever. Then April of 2024 was the most recent update on it anywhere that I could find on the internet, and it said that well, I'm gonna let y'all watch and see what it said, but that she's still got the same charges, and she what the fuck, this damn broad. Oh, she's facing the death penalty. My thing is, right, like I told y'all in the first video, situations like this where stuff is on camera, like, we see you, bitch, like, we seen what the fuck you did. So why are you even allowed to put in the plea? I don't know, because life wasn't fair for that poor 9-year-old autistic child that you decided to throw into the damn river and drown, bitch. Life was not fair for him. Why does life need to be fair for you? Why do you need to be given a fucking opportunity to put in a goddamn plea in? Bitch, you did it. Death penalty off with your fucking head. See, I couldn't be the judge. I couldn't be the president. I can't be anyone of any type of authorities to take a life or put your ass in jail. Because why? As y'all can see, like I said, it's already on video. You're guilty, bitch. Why are you still alive to this day? Why have they not given you the death penalty yet? That was as soon as you stepped foot into the courtroom, as soon as they slapped them cuffs on your hands, you should have went straight to that damn chair and got the lethal injection. That's what you should have got. That's most definitely what you should have got. But yet, I'm assuming her case is still going on. Well, okay, yes, correction. I am assuming her case is still going on still to this day, because they said in the video you about to see, it said that she was due to have a court be in court August of 2024. There's no other updates after that, so I'm assuming they didn't get something together or what. But if by the time I upload this video I find some more details on her final verdict of you know, whether the bitch died and got the death penalty or not, or they decided to let her live her life in jail, which I hope they didn't. Okay, I know I sound so negative, right? Like, yeah, kill the bitch. I mean, but it's a 9-year-old autistic child. It's a child with disability, bitch, and it's a child, period. So yes, death penalty off with your head, bitch. The fuck? Go ahead and watch this video. Let me know what y'all think about it, and yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. Vibe out with your girl.
But let's first go to the Patricia Ripley case that is happening. We actually thought we were going to have a hearing today that didn't go forward. So Kelly Craft, our legal correspondent, is standing by to tell us more about that case. Hey, Kelly.
Well, hi there, Julia. Hi there, Ted. Happy New Year to you. Happy New Year to everyone out there. So this is another case that we have going on. We were expecting to have a hearing this morning where they were going to talk about the trial date for this case, but now that is not happening. So that's been pushed off a few more days. But the details in this one's just horrific to listen to as well. So Patricia Ripley, she's 47 years old. Now, she is facing charges of first-degree murder as well as attempted murder. This is in the May 2020 killing of her 9-year-old son, Alejandro. He was a special needs child that had autism, and also he was nonverbal. We do have some video of when the judge was first addressing her, if we can play that for our viewers now.
You're here, Ms. Ripley, because you were charged with count of first-degree murder and a second count of attempted premeditated first-degree murder.
Now, police say Ripley first tried to drown her son, Alejandro, at about 7:30 p.m. on May 21st, 2020, in a Miami canal. Now, during the investigation, police discovered the attempt. It was caught on a home surveillance camera. In the video obtained exclusively by Univision, Patricia is holding Alejandro's hand, leading him alongside the canal. They walk back and forth, and then they stop. Seconds later, she seems to pull him closer to the water and then seems to push him in, turning and running away. About 20 seconds later, she and another man appear on screen. He's a nearby resident who heard someone screaming. So you can see all that video right there. There's where that resident comes in. He gets in the water. He pulls Alejandro out, saying that he's going to save his life, and he does. He saves his life at that point. But hours later, Ripley reported her son missing, alleging he had been kidnapped. She told police 2 black men had ambushed her car, robbed her, and taken Alejandro. Investigators say the truth is, an hour after the first attempt, Ripley drowned Alejandro in another canal. Police found his body the following day. WTVJ was there when officials announced Ripley's arrest.
The death of a child is tragic. The killing of a child is horrific. Our community is shocked by the killing of 9-year-old Alejandro Ripley and the story surrounding his crime.
Now, according to an arrest report, after Ripley was interrogated for hours, she ended up changing her story, saying that she did lead Alejandro to the canal and that, quote, he is going to be in a better place. We're going to have to see what happens. Again, the hearing that was supposed to take place this morning to set a trial date has been moved to Thursday. So, of course, we're going to continue to follow this story and bring our viewers all the latest developments in this case when they become available. Julie and Ted, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks, Kelly, for that update. Joining us now to discuss what we've seen so far in this case out of Florida, criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Franz Borghardt. Franz, it's good to see you. Happy
Franz
New
isn't
Year.
in Florida.
Oh, I'm sorry to say that.
He's in Louisiana.
That's right. You're not in Florida. I said the case was in Florida.
Oh, I thought you were saying Franz was in.
No, he's in
You don't want
Baton
to say
Rouge,
that to Franz. He will, oh, yeah.
Yes, but this case out of Florida, Franz, if you could just react to what we've seen so far about just the detail. It's tragic to see it. We're seeing that video, so terrible. But what do you think unfolds after this with this kind of evidence that the prosecution is going to have in front of a jury?
Well, that video is pretty hard to overcome if you're the defense, right? I mean, it is what it is, right? There's no mistaking what happened. It's not like, hey, I'm trying to teach him how to swim. You know, it is what it is. So, you know, if you're the defense, you're trying to find some kind of route to a safe haven, some kind of possible plea. And look, we don't know why it got continued today. It might have been a scheduling issue because we're here on January 2nd, and sometimes that happens after a major holiday. Or it may be that there's conversations going on behind the scenes. We're not yet in the room where it happens, so to speak. So we have to wait and see. But man, oh man, does this not look good? And it doesn't look like it's going to be a very difficult trial.
If you're representing Ms. Ripley, is the goal just to avoid the death penalty? I mean, is that where we're at?
Well, in any case where death penalty is on the table, Ted, it is your principal job as a defense attorney is to keep your client alive. Any kind of resolution that keeps your client alive is the safe haven. Your client may not initially like it, but that is your sole. If you're doing death penalty, capital defense work, that is your job, is to keep your client alive by any means legally necessary. And that may be a negotiated plea. That may be some kind of mitigation. The why is the factor in this case, right? The why is, why in the world would a mother do that? Why in the world would somebody do that to a innocent child? And if you cannot get to that answer, death penalty is likely going to be an outcome in the absence of some kind of mitigation.
It's so hard when we see just the appearance of this mother with her son, and then the way she runs away after he is in the water. It seems to be that we don't have all the information yet on why that neighbor came with her in that second part of the video, whether he was actually alerted to the screams and maybe went to her as if, do you hear these screams, or if she actually went to get someone to maybe try to cover this up. Don't know the details on that, but that neighbor, Franz, is going to be a huge witness in all of this, if nothing else, to maybe what her state of mind was up close and personal that day.
I think the video needs a little bit of context. There's things on the video we don't get, right? We don't get the sound, so to speak. We don't get what she said. I want to know what she said, what Ripley said as the neighbor's running up. You know, that is, to me, if I'm a juror, I'm like, what is happening? What is going on? It appears that she comes back. So what is happening? The context of the video is going to be what's important for both sides, right? And look, that kind of behavior, is it cold? Is it monstrous? Yes, but there might be something underlying that might be a route for her. I'm not saying a justification, but a route to a life resolution instead of a death resolution.
Yeah. You know, the other problem is that for prosecutors, if they're going for the death penalty, this is a tough case, and right now it's tough for the defense. You look at that and you're horrified. As you go into trial, though, and then let's just fast forward all the way to the penalty phase of this trial, because she is going down in the guilt phase. There's video, it's just way too much here. Now it's his autism, her mental state of mind. She's been to this point, and I don't see a jury recommending death in this case. I just don't. It's a tough one. If Nicholas Cruz doesn't get it, I just don't see it happening.
Depends on the jury. I've seen it happen in Florida. Depends on the jury.
So I was just about to say, with all due respect to my Floridian friends, Florida is a very interesting place, guys, where anything can happen, especially with a Florida jury. So I agree, you know, the right jury may do it. Ted, I hear you, though. Mitigation is there, right? You know, she had a mental health issue that maybe doesn't excuse the behavior, but at least is a catalyst for a jury saying, let's put her away for life. You know, I'll have to wait and see what they present in the penalty phase, because a jury might say, well, you know, there's a lot of parents that have autistic children that don't go and throw their kids into bodies of water to kill them.
Absolutely, you know, that's why you send her to prison.
Right. So, I mean, it's going to be a tough one, but never underestimate Florida. Florida's a very, very interesting place when it comes to criminal justice.
And we don't know what else is out there. We don't know what kind of text messages they may have, what kind of communications they'll uncover to maybe show more of either that she was at her wit's end, or, I mean, there are people who talk about the most horrific of things in their messages, and you see that it was more intentional.
9 years of caring for the child ended in this, right? So there's 9 years of potential mitigation. I just think the death penalty is going to be a stretch. That in a case like this, save the taxpayer some money, cut a plea deal, she's going down, and it seems pretty easy to me.
Yeah, I agree that there should be a plea deal on the table, but we don't know if that was what happened today.
Assuming she takes a plea deal, Ted, that's the other part. Right. Is she may not want to do life in prison. She may say, let's roll the dice. So
Yeah, great point. Yeah, and I think if she rolls the dice, she's gonna come up a loser. Sadly, there's way too much evidence.
Really tragic case.
Yeah, see, so y'all seen what I seen. We know the same thing. We on the same page. So like, that was the last thing we heard of it, right? So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed the video and the update. Like I said before, like I always say, it is very free to support my channel. All you have to do is hit the like button, subscribe, and share it. And you know what? I wanna let's vibe out. Let's talk about this. Are you feeling how I'm feeling about this? Like, the bitch should die, right? She should be dead by now, right? Yes. Y'all agree? I agree. I agree that y'all agree with me. Yes. How about that? Alright, so alright, beautiful stoves. Y'all stay blessed, not stressed, never pressed. And have a beautiful butterfly day. You like how fake that was? Yeah. I'll fuck with y'all. Love you, souls. Toodaloo.